Good day everyone, I'm Hurley of Warify Reviews here, back at it again with my review for the Dunu Kima 2. But before we proceed, I'd like to thank Dunu for sending these units to me, including the DK3001BD Brain Dance for sending these units to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. As always, all of my reviews are transparent and honest to the core for us to have a win-win situation. Okay, win-win sa akin kasi I won't be cutting or I won't be filtering anything. And at the same time, makakaasa kayo na kung ano lang yung narinig ko, yun lang yung sasabihin ko. And yung narinig din ng mga tropa kong hindi audiophiles. So, there's that. Okay. So, I am still phased or mesmerized, if you may, that Dunu kindly sent these to us or to me for us to review or for me to review. It is still a fever dream, if you may, sa akin, or hindi pa rin ako makapaniwala up till now because I am a fan of Dunu products ever since then. It's just that in my opinion or like based sa state ko, Dunu products here are quite pricey. Except for their ear tips. I love their ear tips. I had their ear tips for a very long time now. But apart from that, their IEMs have been always a dream to me. Unless na lang like narinig ko sila personally from a friend, like for example kay Obi Audio or from the other friends that I have na may Duno product. But then again, it is still a dream until until ngayon, as you can see, Duno provided. Thank you very much, Duno, for this one. Okay, so a quick mini disclaimer or additional disclaimer. I haven't reviewed or I haven't heard personally the first Kima, so I can compare the Kima 2 to the Kima 1, okay? Just a quick heads up on that one. So here is the Kima 2 in its box. As you can see, it sports a waifu concept. I kinda like the design of this one as their waifu. Sa Kima 2, it isn't like over the top or it does not have the excessive fan service as what other IM companies or IM brands do. So ito medyo sakto lang as a mascot ng brand. I kinda like this one. And here's the box. As you can see, it is very very visually pleasing. Kima 2, the fan art, the awards, and the specifications at the back. Ngayon, pagkabukas mo ng box itself, you'll be greeted by these. So, RFI, what are these? These are acrylic stands for your IEM. So, like, pwede mo siya i-display na nakatayong ganyan. Then, isusuksok mo yung IEM mo dito. Ayan, parang like naka-display and ready to use whenever that you want to sa desk mo. And may stand siya, as you can see. Personally, I don't use this because dahil na rin sa like sa setup ko dito sa bahay, our house is prone to dusts. So, this is a acrylic products are very dust prone. Even my die-cast collection here in the additional in the far side is most of the time are full of dust, so there's that I can display, and I prefer my IEMs to be placed inside my storage box or my container. Okay, so but it's a personal preference. It isn't a one true rule or something. Okay, so as for the accessories, here's the case for this one. I personally like this case. This really speaks premium, and the overall accessories overall accessories of the Duno Kima 2 is very 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 generous for its price. The price for this one is around $120 I believe, or nasa 7,000 pesos, 7,500 pesos in Philippine peso. Okay, it is very very generous in my opinion sa build quality pa lang, and definitely sa quantity din kasi there is a lot, like literally these are a lot of ear tips. The SNS ear tips, they have like 3 sets ng ear tips, which is three or four sets nga actually. I'll just flash the picture here somewhere in the video. But ang dami. They even have they even have the brush. They even have almost everything that you need, and you're good to go. Even a clip, even an additional IM pouch. They have that too. See? Kaya ako nasabing like very generous itong Duno when it comes to accessories. But at the same time, wala ring compromises sa quality kasi it really speaks quality when you feel it and see it personally. The only thing that I don't want with this case is it is very magnet to dirt. Oo, kasi down the line mangingitim to no matter what you do. Kahit nasabihin natin ikaw pa yung pinakamaingat and so, 'di ba? Ikaw pa yung pinakamaalaga talaga sa gamit, unless na lang you'll put this in a box. Most likely this will attract dirt. Magkakaroon to ng dumi. So there's that. Okay? Personally, I have my hard case din naman whenever I go. So this usually goes to the box. Okay, so here are the IMs itself, and here is the cable. I personally love this cable. As you can see, sure, some people might say it is very minimal, but what I love about this cable, it is very hindi siya tangle prone. It is not tangle prone. It is very very free from tangle. As you can see, it is very very straightforward. Very very simple cable, but at the same time very practical, and it has common sense kasi hindi nga siya nagtatanggal. And yun, kahit nga na half sleeve siya, I can pass it kasi hindi nga siya nagtatanggal. So that is personally, I love that. I love minimalist cables, but at the same time nag-i-speak talaga yung quality for its price. It is very very durable and very premium, 'di ba? And here's the plug itself. I actually changed this last 2 days ago because this is a modular. What do you call this? This is a modular plug. Ayan, as you can see. Just release it and plug it out. And yun, may included din na 3.5 inside for you to change. So again, Duno is very generous when it comes to the accessories that they are putting. Okay? And here are the IMs itself. As you can see, based sa pictures ng first Kima, this kind of looks very similar to that. It's just that meron siyang branding ng Kima 2, as you can see in the video. And this uses 2-pin. Ayan yung pang test ko, the Duno SNS ear tips. I love this ear tip so much. This is quite the standard in my personal units after I review them. I like deeper fit, as some of you may know, because I'm accustomed to the etymotic fit. So I like deeper fits in my IM, and then actually I use them also in my Duno Kima 2. Okay? So ayan yung IMs itself. As you can see, ayan, meron siyang crease factor na lettering. Okay? As for the drivability, I had no problems driving this IM sa kahit anong source. Even dito sa phone DAP ko na Sony Xperia X Compact. Yeah. As you can see, I had no problems na driving this IM and that. But it is very very noticeable to my ears kapag sinalangan mo na siya ng DAC na dedicated or ng hi-fi DAC. Probably most likely like 2 VRM stops. Kasi mas refine yung bass and mas maayos yung overall na tunog niya. But yung difference nila isn't that much for most people. It's for those picky people talaga na maririnig agad yung difference ng sa cellphone lang directly and sa dongle. Okay? As for the pairing, I do have to take note na, or I do have to let anyone know na this IM along with the brain dance, pero next review na yung sa brain dance, is very sensitive when it comes to ear tip pairing. Some people or some reviews I've seen have do you call this describe the Duno Kima 2 as a warm set. But in my opinion, or based nga sa, ayun, based dito sa fit ko, it isn't that warm. So, therefore, I conclude that there are ear tips and there are setups na that will make the Duno Kima 2 warm. Probably those ear tips din na hindi deeper fit will make it warm, will make it sound warm. But, ayun nga, based sa setup ko, again, this is not the one true setup. Everybody has different setups, and as long as you enjoy your setup, by all means, do what makes you happy. Okay, but ito yung parang pinaka-optimal setup for me. Since nag-ear tip rolling ako for one day, lahat ng sets ng ear tips ng Duno. But this is the most optimal for me, anong tawag dito? A Duno SNS ear tips paired with any DAC that I have. Actually, the Stanch Gym Space suits this better, but the Kiwi Ears Allegro Mini does not have any problems with it at all. Actually, that is my go-to setup whenever I do commutes. I plugged my Kiwi Ears Allegro Mini paired with this one. Okay? Since it has 4.4. Okay. So, as for the sound, ang sound or ang tunog netong Duno Kima 2, in my personal experience and in my humble opinion, is a neutral sounding IEM. This reminded me a lot of the Etymotic ER2SE. It's just that the Etymotic ER2SE is less colored, or it is not colored at all, while this one while the Kima 2 has a slight bias or may slight forwardness sa vocals. Let's put it that way. Pero most of the time, this is a neutral sounding IEM na may tinge ng warmth. My good friend OB Audio even said that was a neutral reference set, which to some extent I agree, in the sense na based sa mga na-audition ko under $150 or like let's say $60 to $150, only a few or a handful of IEMs, including the Kima 2, sounds neutral or reference to my ears. But syempre, let's be real, when compared sa Etymotic ER2SE, this is a bit colored compared doon. Pero in general, it isn't that colored at all. Actually, it isn't even offensive sa kahit anong aspect. So, sige, before we proceed on that, let's proceed first sa bass. Yung bass na it is very punchy. Very punchy, very clean, layered, well-detailed yung bass na ito. Definitely, this is not for the bass heads. That's for sure. But at the same time, mas leaning yung bass niya sa punchy side. Some people may find this a bit lacking when it comes sa decay and sa attack, yung duration ng mga yun. But to my experience, this makes the Duno Kima 2 a clean sounding set when it comes sa bass. The tuning there is intended na maging ganun talaga yung tuning. So, if you are a bass head at heart, beware in the sense na this won't fit your preferences. But if you listen to most genres naman, even the pop ones, yung bago ngayon, you'll have no problems with the Kima 2. I am very confident with that. Okay, now as for the mids, probably this is the my most favorite aspect or most favorite part of the sound ng Kima 2, which is the mids. Yung mids niya is very, very I hate naming things natural, but this has it, in the sense na hindi siya too recessed, hindi rin siya too forward yung vocals niya. But at the same time, may tinge pa rin ng warmth to keep things a bit thicker than usual, but at the same time, hindi nalulunod na marang may mid-bass bleed. So, it is very commendable on that. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga male vocals is meron siyang mild thickness to it, but at the same time, hindi niya ini-smeared or hindi niya binabawasan yung detail ng overall na male vocals and yung instruments sa lower mids. Now, as for the upper mids, I'd say, in my opinion, it is still neutral in position. Yung presence nila ng lower mids is about the same actually. Pero, ayun nga, merong slightly forward vocals in terms dun sa paggabayas ng coloration. Okay? And then, I am happy to report to you na wala tong any driver quirk, wala ring mild sibilance, harshness, or peak. So, very, very recommendable siya for its price. Na $150 if you are looking for a neutral sounding IEM. na hindi overwhelming, if you may. Okay? Now, as for the treble is alright. It is well extended. Actually, there's nothing to write home about with the treble, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean that it is bad. It is far from being bad. It is, I'd say, to my preferences, perfect. But for some people, they might find it lacking. But for some people, they might find it alright. Oh, so, ayun, mas leaning siya sa kulang na side for most people, particularly those people na gusto ang treble a lot. So, ang kaakibat nun, yung micro details niya, it is above average at best. Anong tawag doon? Yung most details naman na maririnig mo sa track, maririnig mo din doon. Okay? Now, as for the technical performance, this is where, in my opinion, the Dunu Kima 2 slightly puts itself backward, in the sense na this isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Sure, this will be a neutral reference to most people dito sa price na to. But that doesn't mean na incisive yung technical performance nito. But again, that doesn't mean na the technical performance of the Duno Kima 2 is bad. Again, it is far from being bad. It's just that, syempre, may mga na-audition na ako na for its price is mas maganda yung technical performance. Pero yun nga, hindi naman nagsaslouch itong Duno Kima 2 on that regard. So, it is still a very, very recommendable set if you're looking for an IEM under 700, under 7,000 pesos. Okay? Yung soundstage niya, it is wider than deep. It is the very usual na may konting added height. As for the separation and layering, it is alright actually. I had no problems with the IEM, with the Kima 2 on sa separation and layering. For its price, I'd say it is decent. It is above average at best. Pero syempre, for a $120 US dollar set, tapos nakapakinig ka pa ng like, let's say, mas expensive or even the same price, you may find this a bit lacking on the incisiveness ng separation and layering. As for the imaging, I had no problems with it. Actually, very precise nga siya sa mga pinapakinggan kong podcast recently and sa mga commentary sa YouTube na pinapanood ko apparently. Okay? Now, as for the comparison, ang may compare lang natin sa price niya, in my opinion, is the, first and foremost, the Lecture SO8. When compared doon, mas maganda yung technical performance niya maliban sa soundstage. Yung soundstage ng Kima 2 is better when compared doon sa Lecture SO8. Yung bass is definitely much chunkier but at the same time slightly slower when compared dito sa Kima 2. Yung mids, I'd say both have really good mids in the sense na hindi sila natatabunan, but then again the Kima 2 takes it to the next level by having it uncolored yet enjoyable / pleasing sound. Okay? So as for the treble, driver quirks aside ng Lecture SO8, the Kima 2 is better on handling the treble, particularly sa extension. Dahil siguro din na one dynamic driver or DD, dynamic driver lang yung nasa Kima 2. So there's that. Sa technical performance, again, wala tayong question doon. The Lecture SO8 is better on that regard. Okay? Saan pa siya maganda i-compare? Sa Kotori Audio Zephyr. The Zephyr is definitely a flat, uncolored sounding IEM in my opinion. It is very flat, it is very neutral and uncolored talaga. Okay? Yung bass niya, when compared sa Kima 2, the Kima 2 is less punchy. Yun na yun, and mas less detailed siya. The mids are a bit more forward sa Kotori Audio Zephyr when compared sa Kima 2. However, may problema sa driver quirk si Kotori Audio Zephyr when compared dito sa Kima 2, wala. So there's that. Okay? Now, ang last nating i-compare na medyo reasonable is the NF-Akus NM20. The NF-Akus NM20 is a brighter, more V-shaped actually, or more neutral bright sounding IEM to my ears when compared dito sa Kima 2. So, mas aggressive yung overall na sound niya when compared sa Kima 2. But at the same time, mas maganda yung technical performance niya when compared sa Kima 2. So, there's that. Okay. So, anong verdict ko dito? I know there are a lot of people na ayaw ng etymotic fit but wants to experience how the etymotic sounds. Okay? So, itong Kima 2 probably can be an alternative for that in the sense na they are nearly one-to-one. Para sa akin lang naman ha, they are nearly one-to-one when it comes to the overall sound. It's just that mas madali ma-drive itong Kima 2 and at the same time, mas madali siya mahanap kesa sa Etymotic ER2 SE. Ayun, again, mas madali nga ma-drive to. So, there's that. Ay, dun pa lang panalo na for a practical yet pwedeng pang daily IEMs. And that ends my review for the Dunu Kima 2. Again, I'd like to thank Dunu for sending these units to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured na all of my reviews are transparent and honest to the core. Wala kayong magiging problema doon. I am unfiltered as much as possible when it comes dito sa mga types ng reviews na to. Okay? And ang next one natin will be the Dunu Brain Dance. This is a very fantastic IEM, but that is for another review. Okay, see you on the next one.